Hey everyone, and welcome back. Have you ever felt like you're in a tug-of-war with your own life? Like you're pushing against a current, fighting a shift you don't understand, or desperately holding on to something that feels like it's slipping away? If that resonates with you, you're not alone. We often resist change, especially when it feels uncomfortable or isn't part of our plan. But what if that very struggle, that very shift you're fighting, is actually a meticulously crafted process? What if it's divine engineering at play, preparing you for something far greater? Today, we're going to talk about why we need to stop fighting it and understand the profound purpose behind your current life shift. It's time to find peace in the process. Let's be honest, resistance is natural. It stems from a few core places. First, there's the fear of the unknown. Our brains are wired for safety and predictability. Change, by its very nature, pushes us into uncharted territory, which can feel terrifying. Then, there's the loss of control. When life shifts outside our will, we feel a loss of agency. We like to be in charge, to steer our own ship. And finally, there's comfort zone attachment. Even if our current situation isn't perfect, it's known. Leaving that familiar space, even for something better, can feel like a threat. So we try to manipulate circumstances, force old doors open, or cling to fading relationships, hoping to restore what was. But what if, in that very fight, we're missing the message? What if we're resisting the hand of God Himself? God's engineering is not just about bringing good things. It's about making you ready for those good things. When God engineers a shift in your life, it's rarely random and never without purpose. Think of it like a gardener pruning a plant. It looks harsh, it feels like loss, but it's essential for new growth, for stronger branches, for more abundant fruit. Or imagine an architect designing a new, stronger foundation for a much grander building. This current shift, no matter how unsettling, is likely serving several divine purposes. One is to reposition you, moving you out of one place, physically or spiritually, into a better one. Another is to refine you, removing hindrances, challenging your comfort zones, and building your character. And finally, it could be to reveal something new, opening your eyes to opportunities, truths, or a path you couldn't see before. He knows the end game, even when all you can see is the current turbulence. When we fight God's engineering, we don't stop the shift. We just make the process infinitely harder and more painful for ourselves. What happens when we resist? The first thing is exhaustion and burnout. Fighting an invisible force drains your physical, emotional, and spiritual energy. You'll feel constantly weary, frustrated, and worn out. You also experience prolonged suffering. The very thing you're trying to avoid, discomfort and uncertainty, is prolonged because you're not allowing the process to unfold naturally. By fighting, you keep yourself in that uncomfortable middle ground for much longer than necessary. Another major cost is missed blessings. In your desperate clinging to the past or what you wanted, you might miss the new doors, the new opportunities, or the new lessons God is trying to present to you. It's like trying to catch a new ball with your hands already full of old ones. This leads to stagnation. Resistance keeps you stuck. You can't move forward into God's best for you if you're constantly looking backward or trying to reverse course. Most importantly, you lose your peace. A heart at war with its circumstances cannot experience the peace that surpasses all understanding. It's like trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. You'll just grind yourself down, make a lot of noise, and go nowhere. The resistance doesn't stop God's plan. It just makes the ride miserable for you. So, how do we stop fighting it and embrace the divine engineering? It's a journey of active surrender. First, you need to acknowledge and grieve, but without clinging. It's okay to acknowledge the loss of what was comfortable or what you thought your life would be. Allow yourself to feel it, but then consciously choose to release it to God. Don't try to glue the broken pieces back together. Next, focus on God's character, not just your circumstance. When the path is unclear, focus on the one who guides the path. Remind yourself of His faithfulness, His love, His wisdom, and His power. He doesn't make mistakes. He won't leave you. Then, you must seek His direction daily. Instead of fighting the shift, ask God, "What are you doing here? What do you want me to learn? Where do you want me to go?" Spend time in prayer and in His Word. He will reveal His next steps, often one small step at a time. This leads to the next point. Practice active trust. This isn't passive waiting, it's actively trusting. It's doing what you know to do, being faithful in your current season while holding everything with an open hand to God. It means taking the new, small, sometimes scary steps He reveals. Finally, embrace the process, not just the destination. Understand that the growth often happens in the discomfort, in the waiting, in the letting go. The journey itself is part of the engineering. God is just as interested in who you are becoming as He is in where you are going. My friend, if you're feeling that push, that uncomfortable shift, take a deep breath. Stop fighting it. Release your grip on your old plans, your old comfort zones, your old definitions of yourself. God is not destroying your life. He is re-engineering it for something more beautiful, more purposeful, and more aligned with His perfect will. Surrender to His loving hand. Trust His process. You might just find the greatest peace and the most profound breakthrough in the very thing you were trying to resist. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button, share it with someone who might be struggling with a life shift, and subscribe to the channel for more messages of faith and hope. Let me know in the comments below what life shift you are learning to surrender to right now. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.